This white man comes downstairs and this woman suddenly stops her movement and acts like a statue. She tells her son and the father to not move at all. This man is pouring the wine into his girlfriend's glass, but they are still. This group stops playing soccer. Even this little boy stands still because of the white man. The white man first looks at this man and then his son. The white man then moves towards this scared woman and stops there for a while, seeing no movement in her. The white man proceeds to the man with long hair. He doesn't move either, and the white man leaves. But then, something dangerous happens. A fly comes out of nowhere and tries to enter this man's eyes. The man blinks to prevent the fly from entering his eye, but the white man detects his movements. The white man turns around in anger and grabs the man's throat to end his life. The woman, scared, begins running for her life, along with her son and husband. While everyone else is unmoved like a statue, they all run away from the scene.
It turns out, these white men are not actually human, but are man-made artificial intelligence human-like figures. Surprisingly, they are made similarly to humans, since they also come from a white gooey substance. The white men are trying to take over the worlds and replace the real humans. This man sees one of the white men in the distance working on something, but the man is not detected, and he is able to sneak out of there. He goes into a room full of supplies. He looks around for something to use as a weapon and finds a hammer. The man thinks this is good enough and takes it. Then he comes back outside trying to look for the white man, but when he looks around, the white man is completely gone. He continues walking, and all of a sudden the white man appears next to him. The man freaks out and tries to fight, but the white man easily captures him and stops his attack. He grabs the man by the neck and lifts him up, then throws him like it's nothing. The man crawls as the white man comes towards him. The man gets picked up and thrown around, and almost falling into the white goo where the white men get created. He is grabbed again by the neck and almost dies, but this time he was close to a weapon in reach. He grabs one and stabs him, giving him the upper hand. He jumps on top of him and does the ground and pound, and he finishes him. This cute little shark is reading a book, but even though the book is upside down, he considers himself an intelligent shark. He's been hired to do a top-secret mission. On the first day of the mission, the silly shark almost ate one of his teammates, so the man shoots him, but the shark was not hurt. Then the shark explains that it was not his fault, and that he was just a bit hungry, so the girl forgave him, and they both became good friends. The two go on to infiltrate the enemy's base, so the shark finally got to the chance to eat his enemies. Then his team arrived to their destination. However, the shark got lost on the way and split from his friends. He goes into a room with an enormous aquarium. Small fish in the water are happy to see the shark and say hello. The shark was excited to meet them, but then one of his teammates sets off an explosion which breaks the aquarium, causing the water to rush out, and the fish surrounded the shark. The fishes reveal their big sharp fangs and begin attacking the shark. Did the poor shark deserve this? You might not see the shark again if you do not subscribe. The man finds a diamond in the water, but he doesn't tell anybody. No, instead he hides it right in between his toes, right when the boss is not looking, planning to keep the diamonds. He tells his boss he must use the toilet, and the boss allowed him. After the boss allows it on his way out, he is stopped once again, but this time by the general, and he tells him,
"Spread your fingers."
And so the man begins to search him. This is not looking good. The general searches him everywhere, but eventually he never suspected the toes. So he lets him go. When the man is finally alone, he takes the diamonds from his toes and begins to dig a hole, so he can place the diamond in and he can fetch it later. But suddenly, while the man is digging, this happens.
Give it to me.
This man got bit by a spider. The man knew this is how Spiderman got his powers. Noticing his hands got very sticky, he begins trying to climb the brick wall next to him. The man had become Spiderman. It was easy for him, so he begins breaking down some moves while on the wall. But suddenly a cat casually runs up the wall too. The next day, the man comes to the bank and he sees a person trying to escape, so he casually opens the door for him.
You let him get away with our money!
It turns out he was robbing the bank and he let him escape. Suddenly, when he walks out, he sees there's a big scene going on. Perhaps an accident, maybe his uncle. The man goes to investigate. However, it's just a monkey putting on a show. But then he looks around and notices that his uncle on the ground. But nobody is bothered to go help because the monkey is so freaking entertaining. He goes over to his uncle as he was in big trouble. After that, the man joins a superhero school. There he meets people with a bunch of powers. He sees a girl running through walls. He sees Wolverine. And he also sees a man with lasers coming from his eyes.
This man is about to win the World Cup for Argentina, but suddenly a big portal pops out right in front of him, stopping the match. Everyone in the crowd is shocked at what's happening. Then suddenly a human squad begins to pop out of the portal. It turns out this squad time traveled from the future.
We are you, 30 years in the future.
They've been attacked by aliens and humans are going extinct, so they're forcing everyone to join them. So when this man gets picked and goes back to the future, he's in the sky free falling, so he needs to control his landing to land in the pool to survive. He makes it out. Suddenly on the way out, they notice something above them. Indeed, the alien was stalking them. The humans tremble in fear and begin to fire at Alien Boy, but it only angers the alien and comes right towards them. So the alien picks them off one by one as the bullets have minimal effect. The alien pounces on them with its tentacles, and the humans run for their life. Suddenly, Star-Lord here 1v1s the alien with his gun, but to no effect. So he sees an axe and decides to wield it. He chops the alien and it stuns it, allowing for his comrade to shoot point-blank range.
A nail
This man passes through anything because he is a ghost. However, he doesn't know that yet. He is surprised to see his loved ones placing flowers beneath his picture, so he realizes that he is now dead. The cars go through him when he walks in the middle of the road. But suddenly a boy on his bicycle crashes onto the man, and surprisingly, the boy was able to see the ghost and talk with him. However, the man tells him he is a ghost, so the boy gets frightened and runs away from the sussy ghost and gets on his bus. But the ghost man wasn't going to let the boy get away so easily. He goes right through the bus and takes the boy with him, leaving the passengers bamboozled. The ghost knows the boy is the only one who can see and talk to him. So the ghost tells him about his millionaire project, and the boy agrees to it. The ghost used to be a pilot, so he gets the boy to fly an airplane, so they get to a top secret spot without being seen and dying. The man then teaches the boy how to masterly fly an airplane, and after many months of training, the boy was now ready to fly a plane on his own, and he successfully lands it without dying. So the ghost finally says goodbye, and that's because
This sussy man pees his pants because there's hungry zombies all around him. However, the zombies do not see the man as he is posed as a statue, but the man can't take it anymore, and he has to move soon. Luckily, a group of survivors make noise in the area, leaving the man in the clear, allowing him to breathe and compose himself. However, the statue man is not the only guy using his strategy, because the man suddenly notices Wheelbarrow Man, who is slowly moving at a snail's pace to not attract any attention. However, when one of the zombies accidentally gets close to him, Wheelbarrow Man loses his cool and ends up moving. Suddenly, Statue Man decides to get out of here and uses this opportunity to run, but as soon as he starts running, the zombies follow and quickly catch up. He ends up cornered and is forced to repeat the cycle of posing as statue.